Welcome to an hour of power. Each week at this time we join
with Brad Mad Hummers Humble and Arian Two Dads Inga Kirkpatrick
in an hour of inspiration for daily living. Learn how you can pack your life with the power of possibility thinking. Find the answers you've been looking for. Stay tuned. We have good news for you today.
G'day and welcome to edition 2 of 9 from 9. I am Mad Hummers, Brad Humble. This is my offsider, Arian Inga Kirkpatrick, and both of our offsiders, Ron Burgundy. Very good. How are you today, Arian?
Not too bad. Not too bad. It's been an interesting weekend. Spent watching Nationals.
Yes.
I know you were over there yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I went.
You went.
I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. There was we had like a little WA team. Mm-hmm. I think Daniel and Paul took 9 lifters from PTC in Perth. We had the 2. I think we came away with 4 medals for WA. We got 2 out of 2, so I was stoked with that.
That's good odds.
Right, and Big Tim got medals as well. So I was very pleased. Very, very pleased. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's go over Nationals. I'd love to.
This is our wrap-up of GPC Nationals 2017. I'll tell you one thing that I was excited about. All right, I want to get this straight off the bat. I liked Frankston. I did.
Fit right in, did you?
Well, Marcos told me that I looked like a local because of my haircut. So I'm covering it tonight so I look more professional. I'm telling you, go and see Dean Moss down at Hair Moves. He is good with the old clippers. 67 Wells Street in Frankston. You can't see him.
You can't preach the quality of the haircut and not show it to the people.
It'll come. Might I just say, the Danimal, Dan Rucci, took a photograph of me from behind.
With your permission?
No permission was
permission?
No, didn't even ask. And he put it on social media.
That's a bit rude.
Yeah, and told me how to get rid of it. And then none other than Matt Stenzel pipes up and says, "That is my mullet goal." You know what? The people love it. And the people have spoken,
it's
Daniel.
It's the people's mullet.
Yeah. He doesn't even know what bloody good-looking rooster there is these days. Friggin' hell, mate. Look at what I'm with. I'm about to bum myself. I don't know. It's too hot anyway, so I've got to take it off. Take off my Under Armour beanie.
Sponsored.
Yeah, they give us a couple of bucks here and there. Look at these locks. Oh. Great when I'm riding the Harley.
Maybe you're born with it.
Yeah, and then Dean did a bit of a trim up of the bed because it was a bit too puffy on the outside. So, look at that. Look at this. Look at this here.
Sharp.
Beautiful. Nothing wrong with that.
Business at the front, mate.
Business at the back. It all happened. So I was really happy with that. Dean. But he spells it D-E-E-N. So I don't know if I trust him. But you can get your haircut done by him. I would tell Marcos to go down, but he got no hair. Spiros, he got a lot of hair. Send Max down and he can do a Frankston local review for us. But if you're in that area, go get your haircut by him. Hair moves. Hair moves. Right. GPC Nationals. Go through each category.
Let's do it.
Alright. Guess who won the 48 kilo women?
This was a hard one.
Yep. The one that I picked, Jessica Mack.
Yep.
Got it.
What were the odds though?
It was good money. I was proud of her. So she lifted with Kiara and the other girls in that weight category. Yeah, that was just the way the flights went. It ran pretty smoothly as far as the flights go over the 3 days. But yeah, she got that one. I've got them up in front of me, so I'm going to keep looking. The 52 kilo women. How's this? 155 keg squat. Well, for a 52 kilo female.
Out of all day on Friday, I was streaming from home. It was just incredible what the girls were putting up.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So yeah, that was really good. Jessica, I think she came away with the chocolates. Yeah, she did. She got a 395.5 kilo total in the 52 kilo women. She did very well. Vanessa got second and Rochelle McGregor third. If these results are wrong, you're going to blame Marcos because I'm just reading what he's written. So I don't remember who I picked in that.
No, neither do I.
Well, I'm going to say I picked Jessica because I'm pretty sure I did. So I got 2 from 2 so far. Belinda Ryder, she did really well actually. She came away with the chocolates in the 56 kilo women with a 360 total. So it was quite surprising. Like the 52s were really good. The 56s came in a little bit lighter on with their numbers, but you know the calibre of the women was unbelievable. I think we had 4 categories with 500 plus total.
Yeah.
One category, there was a 500 plus total to finish second. What the fuck's that about? That is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, so the top 3 were Belinda Ryder, Amy Borland and Helene Fascio in the 56 women. Best female lifter that I saw on the day was the winner of the 60s, Jen Smith.
Yeah.
She goes alright.
Alright, yeah.
She got quads. I could take my 2 quads together and they equal her 1 quad.
We were discussing this in the gym on Monday.
Yeah. Well, how do you weigh 59.5 kilos?
It's all quads.
Well, yeah, but like total 500 or 502.5. Jesus wept. That's fucking impressive. That is really impressive. Sarah Moyer for second and Vicky Jewson got the third. Now I'm not gonna lie, I thought Jim would win, but I had Vicky up there. I like Vicky, she's pretty cool. She refereed the next day, wore a white blouse and had the GPC logo stuck on with what would you call them, baby pins. It was professional, looked sharp.
She was representing.
I liked it. I actually really liked it because it showed, you know what, we can still make shift here and it can still work. Didn't affect her refereeing, she was spot on all day. Good work, Vicky. Love your work. That was a pretty big category. She was 10 women in that category. So yeah, Vicky at 45 to come in the top 3. I thought she did really well. So congratulations there, ladies. But Jen Smith, without any shadow of a doubt, if Patrick wasn't the best performance on the weekend, hers was. That's a personal opinion, which means it's mine, so it's correct.
Of course.
So it has to be right. So you can't argue. What did you think of Jen?
Yeah, the total she put up was incredible. Well, it was a 192 or something squat and
She's just a weapon.
117 or something like that.
I'll go back. We're going to have a look. Let's have a look. 192.5.
Yeah.
117.5 bench. 192.5 dead.
I know that there is another member of Dungeon Gym who was quite upset that his bench is less than that.
And he weighs $1.20. Twice her body weight.
Yep.
Might need to eat some more.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Get on the gas, maybe. Squirt him up. I don't know. I didn't. No, we're not ICN, I can say that. Ran a couple of courses. Fuck. Now, 67.5 women was Maze Balls.
That competition was...
Yeah, that was good.
That was a really good competition.
Yeah, as you know, Joanne Gregan won. I picked that. Just quietly. Everyone was like, Bill Hamilton will win. It was good because it came right down to the end. Joanne had to get her last deadlift to secure the victory, and she did. She had 210 kilo deadlift, which that is impressive, eh? So she's weighed in 66.7, 197.5 bench squat. Sorry. Yeah, Billa lifted really well too. Like she had, in saying that, like her big numbers were good. Like she probably struggled a bit on the bench. I think she got 1 out of 3 on the bench, and even 1 out of 3 on the squat. Like at first she had to squat, get her last squat in just to stay in comp, and like to have the guts to be able to do that and then continue on to get a 500 total. makes you wonder if she had got that first one, could it have been a different story? You know what? It wasn't. Joanne won, not Bella. But Bella was fantastic. The other one that was really good, Pip Brown. I think she was a lifters league lifter. Yeah, Gus, I don't know if Gus is coaching her personally or not, but Gus does a great job with his lifters. And I thought he lifted pretty well himself on the Sunday. Yeah, really good to watch. Really good to watch. The pocket rocket let me down a bit.
Yeah, I was expecting more, I hate to say.
No, I like to say it. You know what she had in her socks? One said bitch. I was like, oh, fuck, you are a little bitch, aren't you? Yeah. Bitch on the sock.
It's a bit rude.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
Well, yeah, I had Marcus telling off one of the competitors.
Oh, hang on.
Uh-oh.
Bird is the word. Caller of the week.
Oh, caller of the week.
Alex Bison.
Our dietitian.
Hang on 1 sec, mate. I've got to put you on speakerphone, okay? Alright, can you hear me?
Yep.
Guess what you're doing?
What's that, mate?
You're our caller of the week for our 9from9 podcast. It's you.
You couldn't get a more knowledgeable fella, mate.
Well, we wanted to speak to you about your diet that led you to success in the GPC Stakes this year. We've had a lot of questions on diet.
Mate, you can't let everybody know about it.
Well, I know, but we've heard some rumours that there may be alcohol involved and some sort of
dairy-based snack.
Yeah, a dairy-based snack. Maybe it's got a thick base. I'm not sure.
Well, it's very balanced. You see, you have to have a beer in one hand and a piece of pizza in the other.
Okay, yes.
What sort of improvement can we expect to see in our 3 lifts?
Well, mate, the way we're going at the moment, who knows? But it's we're certainly looking to move up a weight class at the moment.
Well, if you box on hard enough with it, mate, the supers are coming straight at you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to need to cut back on the liquid side of the diet, I think, because I think 125's after state to try and get the hat trick next year, mate.
Well, you're going to have to, mate. You can't go for just 2. There's nothing like 3. Hey,
Yes, I've managed to get 2 years in a row, so we've got to try for the 3rd, eh?
So everybody, you're listening to the future 3-time 125 kilo state champion of GPC. Mate, can you give us a rundown so everybody knows what's going on for your all-round weightlifting comp that you've got coming up?
Yeah, no worries, mate. Well, it's actually going to be a pretty good competition, I think, where it's the Australian title's going to be held down there at the Dungeon.
Yep.
For the all-round weightlifting, which primarily is pretty much just West Australian based, but still, you know, we're happy to class it as the Australian title.
Hey, it is what it is, mate.
Roughly about 8 lifters coming down from Perth to do it.
Yep.
Wide variety of ages. Oldest guy who competes is in his mid-70s. And yours truly's probably one of the youngest, mate.
Well, you do have youth on your side, mate.
I heard that there was going to be a little bit of a competition.
Pretty good. The events we've got are a good mixture. You've got the barbell cheek curl, which I've laid the challenge down to the king of the pythons, Mr. Dougal Watkin.
Oh, yes.
Old dog versus young fella, mate.
Yep.
That is something that I'm excited for because he has got a little bit of cockiness and swagger about him, Alex.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for you to just show him what's what.
I'm trying to G him up, mate, so that he gets a bit of competitive fire.
You don't need to worry about that, mate. You should have saw him that next day.
He was pumping at the bit. His pythons are about 85 inches now. He came in the other night and all he did was 45 minutes of straight bicep curls.
Good to see, mate. He's drinking his milk and taking his vitamins.
He just like the Hulkster, yeah, the biggest pythons in the world.
Yeah.
So
we've got. There's going to be. There's some interesting old-time lifts in there as well. You've got the dumbbell snatch, which is a one-handed lift. So that's always a intriguing one for us larger sort of fellas to try and get the mobility required to do that sort of thing.
Yep.
And that's using
you've got a grip grip lift in terms of the one hand 2-inch vertical lift, which is basically just you're breaking the floor with a 2-inch bar with your weight piled on the bottom of it. So it's a very good test of the old grip strength.
Well, that's impressive. What date are we looking at, mate?
It's going to be on the 13th of August, I believe.
Lucky day, the 13th.
Coming up quick.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So there should be
Only got a few weeks.
should be some interesting stuff. I'm looking forward to a lot of the young fellas from down there giving it a crack, mate. They should enjoy it. It's always a good atmosphere with these guys. Everyone's pretty cool. It's pretty relaxed, and everyone who comes down to these things helps out, gives everybody else advice while they're lifting. So it's very much same sort of atmosphere you get at a powerlifting meet. No one's everybody's going to try and encourage you to do your best and give you all sorts of tips to try and get your technique right on the lift.
Well, one thing's for sure, we've got Gennaro here who'll be able to give you some advice.
Yep, head coach.
Head coach, apparently. He's pushed me to the side.
Broke up a little bit on that one, so I missed that.
Well, Gennaro's taken over as head coach.
Oh, is that right?
His expertise has gone through the roof.
You should see some interesting lifting then with the big fella giving it the pointers, mate.
Oh, yeah, exciting stuff. Well, mate, we'll love and leave you. Thanks for talking to us.
Always a pleasure to talk to you, Big Brad.
Thanks, mate, and we'll have to have you listen on Friday to you see what your dulcet tones sound like.
Cool, mate. Thanks a lot.
All right, mate. See ya.
See you then. Bye.
Well, that's Big Alexis. Big Al. Jim's not the same without Alex. He is wonderful to have around the gym. See anyone get hurt ever, but when you see something, that was disgusting to watch. And just wish her all the best in her recovery. Hopefully she gets well soon. She can get back out there. I tell you what, weighing in, ripped. So ripped.
Jealous?
I hold myself pretty well. She'd only be 2 or 3% leaner than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can fucking send me without a shirt on, maybe, obviously.
I can't. No one's allowed to train with this shirt.
Can't train with shirts off here, good point. So,
Rule 13.
Lauren, all the best. Hopefully you get well soon. You know, one thing that was absolutely amazing, Marcos has put the video up. I think Powerlifting Watch has got it up as well, so you can go on and have a look. If you've got a queasy stomach, don't watch it, because it's the sound and everything is just full on. What benefit you're going to get out of, apart from being a busybody, I don't know, really. I was a busybody, I just wanted to say. Broke my arm 5 times and it brought back horrid memories. Haven't slept for 2 days. 2 days.
I can't go on Facebook anymore because it keeps on coming up on my
No.
phone.
I've got to say, I've got Facebook hiatus right now. So, yeah, what was I even saying? I don't even remember, that's how scared I am.
How, she didn't even...
She did not, you hear a little and that was it.
Yeah. Gets up.
So I was out the front with Kiara, and she was getting ready, and she walked out with her partner, Marcos was there, and all of a sudden she's just like, oh yeah, it feels a little bit out. And I was like, oh, maybe it's not a broken arm, maybe it's a dislocated shoulder, and I was seeing things. Then she says, if I can get this sorted, can I come and deadlift? Fuck. More balls than any of us blokes that were there on the day, that's for sure. The courage of that lady, just phenomenal.
I know I would have had to be carried off that stage. I would have had to have...
Without doubt. Obviously, if a man did it, it's going to be more severe.
Oh, of course.
Because it's like anything we do, we don't do things by us. We would be much, much more unfortunate. My arm probably would have just fallen off.
Completely.
But that's how bad it would have been.
Sheared off at the elbow.
Yeah. Now, she was lucky, she just broke both bones. I would have been on a stretcher for sure. I would look like Gary Lyon when he broke his leg. And, that would have been me. I'd have fuck tears. Well, shit. Oh well. I was proud of how brave she was anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, let's go on to these 75s. So I got the Joanne Gregan tip right. 75s. I missed out. She got 3rd, Dakota. Geez, she lifted good, but can I tell you something that was a bit funny?
What's that?
Alright, so we've gone in, and I was with Kiara, and we've gone into the room to get ready in the warm-up room. Well laid out warm-up room too, Marcos, one of the best ones I've been in. And like Dakota was there, and we sort of like, I didn't tell Kiara, but I was like following her a bit, see where she went.
Fanboy.
Oh, I was fanning hard at the time. Do you know what? I was so intimidated, I couldn't even really say hello. I was scared. Kiara's there chewing the leg off each other, having a blast, and I'm just there like that. Oh, fuck's sake. So she put her bag down, and I was like, snuck the bag right next to her, and no other bastards coming around here. It was our corner. And Joanne was in there as well. She was a lovely chick, really nice. It was the first time I've actually got to meet Dakota, and I was too scared to actually meet her. I was going to do the nose flaring thing, and like that. Too scared.
Missed out.
Intimidated.
Missed out.
She came third. She lifted really well. She got a 190 squat, 95 bench, and a 202.5 deadlift. So she had the second heaviest deadlift in her category. So I think what was that? Yeah, 487.5. Realistically, because Maria Barber got second, and she was 490. So if Dakota had got that last deadlift, she had to have that crack at it.
Yeah,
she would have got the second. But Rhiannon Keith, another 500 total. What do you do? Very, very impressive. Really impressive. 212.5 dead, a 112.5 bench, and a 175 squat. So that was really impressive to watch. These women's categories were absolutely amazing. Now, how's this? International guest lifter, Sarah Jessica Parker. Not really, Kate Michelle Parker. Like you, also has two dads.
Yeah.
She's got two surnames, didn't know which one to pick. I haven't seen anything like this in a long time. She reminds me a lot of a friend of mine, Renee Williams. Also likes horses. She's
another competitor.
She's a doppelganger. So I put the call out to Renee, get your ass off your horse and stop your bodybuilding shit. Yeah. Come and powerlift.
Focus on something real.
Yeah, stop being a little dickhead. Be real about it. Oh, Kate Michelle Parker. Real nice, cool chick too. Will Crozier was there with her, coaching her. Will's like, cool bloke, real cool bloke. And strong as shit. Kate, 225 squat, 140 bench, 225 dead. For a 590 kilo total, at 80.9 kilos body weight. Made me feel sick.
Yep.
I know strong blokes that struggle to bench 140.
I know she's better than me in two numbers.
She's better than me. That's the end of the story.
Yeah. To be honest.
This was the other one where we had the top three. Sarah Rainbow was just... Sarah looks like a normal, regular chick. You would look and go, yeah, she could lift. Maybe goes to the gym a bit, keeps herself healthy. You would not expect a 535 out of her. No way. And another Lifters League lifter. Another congratulations to Gus. So she's got first with, what'd she hit? She had a 200 squat, 125 bench on this girl. It was amazing to watch. And a 210 dead for a 535 total. So she didn't just get 500, she smashed 500. Absolutely killed it. Charlotte Dunlop second, and my beautiful bride Kiara Small third. Proud moment. Oh, nearly got a tear in one eye. That was from when she hit me. I'll run you through this story because for those that don't know Kiara, she can be quite scary.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. It's quite, you feel like you're walking into a war zone sometimes when you come into the gym. She got a bit of a background from her. She's a former bodybuilder. She realised that she was a dickhead for doing that, so she became a powerlifter. Her first ever powerlifting comp, she totaled 260. That was about 20 months ago. So in 20 months, she's added 200 kilos to her total to get a 460 total. First ever Nats, and she finished on the podium. So I was ecstatic for her. Absolutely ecstatic. All the hard work that she puts in, and she outlifts a lot of the blokes in the gym. So she does a really good job. Couldn't have been happier for her or prouder of it. She was waiting to go for her last deadlift, sitting in, where are we? Third position, and we lined up to go for 200, the same as Charlotte. Charlotte was only 5 kilos, she was. She was 5 kilos ahead at that point in time. Now, what happened was Charlotte's decided to hit her number, so I've had to go and change Kiara's number up to 207.5, and I didn't tell her.
To get that second place.
You gotta go. You can't work your ass off. It's not just one comp prep. Like Marcos made an amazing speech after day one. I think it was day one. Yeah, it was so true. You hear the amount of pissing and bitching and fucking moaning from people. Oh, but you only beat this, that, and the other. You know what? If you're a person who doesn't compete and you're saying, oh, but it would have been different if I was there, shut the fuck up.
You want it?
Just fuck up, because you weren't good enough to be there for some reason. You were either fucking injured because you can't control your training cycle well, or you're just a fuckwit.
You're only a powerlifter if you compete.
Oh, it's got me a bit grumpy. Marcus made a really good point. Don't ever take away from people that have worked their bloody asses off and got there, done the job and got a medal. I think, these qualifying standards are difficult to hit. We're very fortunate in our country. We've got some great lifters. So we've got flooded numbers. It's really good. And that just goes a lot to show what everybody in powerlifting is doing to get those numbers up. Are we back?
Yep, we're back.
I'm going to break this camera.
I know. I thought I'd resolve the issue, but obviously not.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's a long-term thing. I've been training Cara for this 20-month period. Your blood, sweat, tears, all that sort of shit, the fight and everything that goes with it. Weight fluctuations. You don't work that hard to just go, you know what, if I don't get this lift, I'm going to come third anyway, but I'm just going to go for a PB because I can. You put that little bit fucking extra on and you go for the fucking medal. You have to.
Even if you went out there and pulled the 200, you would have been...
You're not going to be satisfied.
Whatever.
I was in trouble either way.
Yeah.
I was fucked. Like if I'd have just gone, I'll do the 200, because she would have stood out. She probably could have clean jerked it. Instead I was at the clean.
Looking at it prep, I knew there was a 200.
Yeah, oh yeah.
200 in that tank, easy.
And you reckon I didn't cop it that she didn't do 200? Stuck on 195 again. You didn't let me get my 200. If I had let her do the 200, she wouldn't have had the chance for the 207.5, and she would have whinged that she didn't do that. So I was fucked either way. Anyway, after she's bloody abused me and punched me in the face 3 or 4 times when she didn't make the 207.5, she sort of realised what we were trying to do, and she apologised and said thank you for all your hard work and all that sort of stuff. Dan and Paul didn't know which way to look, because I think they were worried about my aggression, and then she piped up, and we were all horrified. I don't know if anyone in the crowd had any idea how dangerous she was at that point in time.
Truth is out there.
You've been shown, sweetheart. They know. But really good effort from all those lifters. Now, Amanda Brown from PTC, she's one of Paul's clients. She came out, unfortunately failed all 3 squats, so she was out of the running for the comp. And there was a lot of people, you know what it's like with social media, oh, that one was pretty close to death, I can't believe she got caught on this, that or the other. Like, take the politics away. She came out and she still did an 80 kilo bench and a 170 dead. And you know what, for a person who's flown to the other side of the country, again, trained and prepped, comp after comp after comp, she's still, openly admits that she's in quite an infancy stage of her powerlifting career, and there's plenty more to come. But for her to have the guts to come back out and actually put up some very, very acceptable numbers, I take my hat off to her. Because you don't ever want to see anyone not get through a comp.
No. Whether
it's injury, whether it's failing at 3 lifts on one of your events, it doesn't matter what it is. And she's a really cool chick. She's really nice, and Paul's a really good coach, and I've heard a bit on the grapevine that he might have come out and said that it was his fault that all of that happened. That he was some bad coaching choices or something like that. I really haven't seen it myself. I've only heard secondhand. So I personally, I think that's not correct. I think Paul's a fantastic coach, and he motivates Amanda really well. And I know she gets on very well with Kiara, and I know how highly she speaks of him. And I speak just as highly because I think he's fantastic at what he does. So, you still manage to motivate her to get out and do those other 2 lifts, mate. So I think for the both of you, take a little bow, because it would have been easy to just pack up with your lip on the ground and walk off. So, well done.
Always take my hat off to people that bomb out and continue.
Well, I don't like take my hat off to my bald spot. But who gives a fuck?
When you have fresh cuts like that, you can't.
Now it's slick.
Yeah.
Dean. D-E-E-N. Not trustworthy, but good at cutting hair. Now, 90 kilo women. Shannon Sullivan, first. Who came second? Kimberly Fife, Bonnie Townsend, third. once you started getting up in the heavier weight women, I wasn't good on them, but I wasn't overly impressed with the numbers. Like, they've had a red hot crack, and you know what? They've gone there, they've done it, they've got the medals, and I will take my hat off to them for that.
Obviously.
But you look at the comparison and the way that those girls were moving weight in the lighter weight categories, I just think there's still that bit of a gap at the top end as far as weights go. Because if we go across and we have a look, you got your 110s. I mean, there was a 497.5 that was really good. That was Susie Maud. Now, I'm sure, was it Susie or Georgina who was really excited with the deadlift?
Oh.
Fuck, that was exciting.
Yeah. I could not wait for that. I can't remember her name, but I could not wait for that lifter to come out because it was just...
She fucking ran. And in the last deadlift, Marcos is there, standing next to me, and he's like, get excited. And then when she went to run, she's like, rah! And Marcos was like, run faster, run. Oh man, it was absolutely hilarious. But it was like, that. You know what? That's passion, and that's exciting to watch, and she loves lifting. She loves having fun, and she had fun.
Yeah.
She had fun. I was helping her on her bench warm-up, and I was passing and she was just flirting with me the whole time. Oh, just there, sweetheart. Hey?
Do you blame her?
I don't blame her, but I also don't deny the fact that I could have been flirting back. Just saying.
Kara doesn't watch this, does she?
She doesn't watch this.
Okay, that's fine.
There was eye contact.
There was eye contact.
Never mind. Daniela in the super heavyweights, the one that I said would win because I liked her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, she won. Again.
What a call.
I've had some good work there, right? Now, okay, so this sort of flies in the face. Don't get me wrong, I mean, the two girls, first and second in the 110s, they were 497.5 and 485, Susie and Georgina. They're very good numbers, but I mean, they're comparatively low compared to, you got girls in the 67.5s that hit 500. So you would be thinking maybe these girls should be closer to a 600 total. But, it's like I say, it's not taking anything away from what they've done. It's just, I think, the comparative rate, and you can see with their coefficient totals, Herb Glossbrenner formulas vastly different. You know what I mean? So, in saying that, 567.5 from Daniela, really, really good. A 225 dead, a 250 squat. Thanks for coming.
Incredible.
Fuck me, dude. She opened on 240. So, I mean, when it comes to that, yep, they're really bloody good. 92.5 bench. So I'd be expecting something more like 120, 125.
Yeah.
But that's just me being picky. Did well, got the medal, congratulations. Yeah, box on. Look at that picture. See it? Anyway, chase the ace. I was right.
I was right.
Yeah, we fucking both got it. At least I didn't bag Justin out. Do you know what? He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, Justin was saying.
Mate, I was a bit concerned. He had his Viking hairdo. He had a braid in the middle and a little bit of a ponytail. And I looked and I said to Justin, what the fuck's Ace done to his hair? What the fuck? And...
Would you not do the same if you could?
Oh, if I had hair on top? I probably would. But what a cool bloke. And really gracious, quite humble in victory. And he made one comment when we were helping out the back. He's like, I can't believe how nice everybody is. Mate, that's powerlifting.
Yeah.
That is what, if there's one thing I think Marcos as a president of GPC can take away from that weekend, to hear a comment like that, that just shows that our sport is heading in the right direction.
But
and
every GPC mate I've been to.
Yeah. Regardless of where you go.
Coming from the bodybuilding and going into the powerlifting, I just couldn't believe the difference walking up into the warm-up room.
See, I've called it the old 90-10 split. In bodybuilding, you have 90% who are absolute flogs. Arrogant, self-absorbed, political cocksuckers. You got 10% who are good, regular people.
Yeah.
It's the other way around in powerlifting. You got 90% of them are really good. As usual, you've still got people that are absolute dickheads, like my good self.
Yeah.
But even on that weekend, you still see the odd wanker walking around going, look at me, I'm amazing. Fuck off. No time for it.
Out.
Hey?
Not going to call anyone out?
Yeah, well, later on if you want me to. Yeah. Tell you what, Justin did well.
He did.
But look, hang on, 90% at least of our sport are good, honest, genuine people who are there because, like we just spoke about, you want to see people get 9 from 9. You don't want to see people go off injured. You want to have a situation like Kiara had where you've got to chase to that very last lift. Justin had to, in the 67.5 men, I think that meant the 67.5 boys category, he had to get his last deadlift to get second place. To take second place back off Sam.
I was yelling at my TV. I don't yell at my TV.
I hear it. You know, that's exciting. That's what's awesome about powerlifting. I absolutely loved that contest, and I was just as excited as JT when he got it. I think I might have even gone.
I think you can see that on the video.
On the video, yeah. I think I went, yeah, like that.
Oh,
that was about as extreme as I got.
I think it was a little bit more than that.
Did I sweat?
I don't know.
I don't know. Dan always yells at me when I sweat. Well, sorry, Daniel. Anyway, yeah. So Sam Jaisaria. It's not really his name, but it just reminds me of the cricketer, Sam Jaisaria. He was a cool dude. Yeah. He got third, Justin Terry second, and of course Ace just smashed everything. World records, just killed it. 250 kilo deadlift at 67.5 kilos.
Unbelievable.
Stop it. So I got that right. Believe this for a joke. Are you ready? Critter won.
What?
Not even kidding.
Must be the beard. Must be the beard oil he's using.
He won. By over 100 kilos too. I don't take that away from the guys that came second and third.
90 kilo squat.
Yeah, that was.
And his 1 1/4 times 300.
Yep.
Went up for a little quarter squat, went back down, did a full squat.
That happened. Do you know what though? I reckon that was one of the best lifts I saw. Was that 290 kilo squat? That was really impressive. Really, really impressive. And you know, you got Thomas coming second, Tristan Gilmore third. You don't take anything away from those guys because they're still bloody good totals. 600 plus that weight is really good. Really bloody good. Critter is just... Sorry, Christopher. I'll be professional here. He's just phenomenally amazing. Really, it was great to watch. Go to the 82.5s. Guess what? Got another one right. Patrick Morrison won.
Could not believe it.
Hey, still not satisfied. Still complaining.
Well, that makes a true champion.
Give it a rest, Patrick. You are that fucking good, so stop it. 315 opening squat.
Yeah.
What?
82.5.
No one even got near that for their third squats.
No.
I think it was 45 kilos was the closest that someone got underneath that, and that was their last squat. Give me a break. 180 bench too.
Yeah, finally got a PB on it.
Yes.
Finally got a PB on it.
That was impressive.
That was.
Didn't do his third squat.
No.
But
I think he was talking about having some issues with his hips.
Oh God. 330 dead butt for just a lazy 10 times body weight.
His 360 went up, locked out, and then lost grip.
He can't take a trick with those hands.
No.
Remember was it Perth Cup or push-pull?
Push-pull.
His hand fell off.
Yep, half his hand fell off.
You know what I reckon it is? He probably knows this because he's very clever because he's a nurse. I reckon it's those gloves you got to wear.
All that
You know the ones with the powder on the inside?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm onto something here. Patrick, just get onto Ansell or something. See if they can make like condom gloves or something, a bit different texture. I don't know, maybe. Could work. Double use. And also on 10 times body weight, people were going, oh, Critter didn't get 10 times body weight. He got 745, he weighed in at 74.5. That's fucking 10 times body weight. 2 lifters, 10 times body weight.
I'm no scientist, but I'm pretty sure that is a 10.
I am.
You are?
Yeah, I'll wear my white coat next week.
You better.
It's got a name tag on it. Well done, boys. That's stupid. That is stupid good. Absolutely incredible. Oh, Jason dominated in the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah, about that 90 kilo, what was it? 87.5 kilo victory. Jason Skiaka at 38 years of age too, mind you. Still hope for me.
Here I thought I only had a couple of years left on my tank, but
Yeah.
it's incredible watching some of these older guys still smashing numbers.
Luke Faulkner got second. I think it's Ophir. I don't know how to say Ophir's name. The terrorist.
No idea.
Am I allowed to say that? That's probably too far, isn't it?
That is probably a bit too far.
The terrorist got third. He was good, he was a cool bloke. I'm going to eat my Lenny and Larry's while I do this. Yeah, Jason's 320 squat, 300 plus, 310 I think dead. Come on. 495, can't fish it. What's good with it? I want to know what these blokes are on because I want to run a course of it and see what I can actually do.
Might be the old...
It's Lenny and Larry's, I'm on my way to 1,000.
Well, actually, Patrick got me onto his Coles brand carrot cake.
Coles brand?
Yeah.
You can't beat Sarah Lake.
Well, I don't know. I've been using it as a bit of a post-workout, getting my Coles brand carrot cake in.
Yeah?
Yeah. Must be the reason he's got himself a 300 kilo plus squat.
Well, I'm getting it. Hey, Billy Baker let me down. Look where he finished. Below me broach.
I know.
Billy, for fuck's sake. Hey, guess what else? Right one.
Right one.
Right Sago, 1. 330 squat.
I might just put out that he did do a 9 from 9.
Oh! He got 27 white lights too.
Yep. Very impressive lift. That was incredible to watch him just annihilate each time.
Now I'm going to annihilate him. Put a fucking shirt on, right?
I don't think there was a picture of them over in Melbourne together with a shirt on.
It was 2.7 degrees. There he is, pecs out. Fucking pecs the size of Ayers Rock. It's like
But he's European. It's probably summer weather.
Yeah, it's probably hot for him. Yeah. 330 squat, 207.5 bench, 355 deadlift. 892.5 total.
I like how every deadlift he put that bar down, holding the bar the whole way and gave a look around.
Yeah. You know what though? Don't fuck with him, mate. He's Captain World. If he did a pep fucking dance, he'll fuck people up hard. But put a fucking shirt on right. Jesus. You're making me look like a fucking idiot. Oh, got home that night and go to get into bed, take my shirt off, get in the shower, and I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you're a fat piece of shit, Brad.
Cry yourself to sleep?
Cried myself to sleep.
Yeah, I did too.
Thanks, right? Thanks a fucking lot. Scott Murdoch was awesome. He got second, Alex Deccan third. There was some, pretty good lifters in that. Max squatted real well. A 312.5 squat. I like Max, he's a nice kid. Really nice kid.
Make sure he goes and checks out the barber.
He has to, Max, go down and see Dean, D-E-E-N, and let me know.
Look after you. Tell him that Brad sent you.
Tell him Mad Hummer sent you. Makes you look like a local, apparently. But another look, as you can see, stacked. Absolutely stacked weight class. So that was really cool. Absolutely, blown away by some of the numbers that Rye got together. Why even be in the hundreds?
I don't know. I'm scared.
I want to do the hundreds.
I'm looking going up to the hundreds, and I think I might just become a skinny loser.
Yeah.
Drop down.
Hey, Timmy Tompkinson, third. Oh, God, I love that bloke. He's so fucking nice.
I like the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just...
And he's bulked up hard. Looks good. Attractive looking dude. Weighed in comfortably, 108.6 comfortably. We had Shane Corder with a win there. He got 845. Josh Rayson 820. Tim Tompkinson 810. Now I'm pretty sure there was some PBs and all that sort of jazz in Tim's get up there. Now by this stage, we'd gone for a drive to Carlton to get a coffee.
So you missed it.
Lygon Street. We watched the podcast. Did not drop out once. Congratulations, Marcos. Another fantastic thing there. I liked it. I was sitting outside this coffee shop and not one person spoke fucking English. They all speaking Italian. So I was just waving my hands around. I was like, concrete line, cash, dupa-da-boppy. And they knew what I wanted. They're like, oh, cappuccino with skim milk. Out it comes. Bang. Couldn't have been happier. So that was really, I was really pumped for Tim because, like I say, legitimately a tremendous person. And another West Australian too.
I'm seeing a correlation here.
What with? That I'm getting all the tips right?
Terrific person in Western Australia.
Yeah. If you're from WA, you're already on your way to being a good person.
calling out on the rest of Australia.
I'm actually calling out all the other states and territories. Fuck you all. Oh, shit, that's a huge one.
That is.
Here's a person that I thought had a bit of a strut. Ryan Williams. I thought he had a bit of a strut about himself.
Yeah.
But you know what? He fucking won. So he can.
Yep.
He was from Valhalla. Scott's gym. Hoping Scott's on the men too. Bit of a shout out because I was really looking forward to seeing Scott. He's another one, puts a lot into the sport. You know, he's got his own equipment brand that he produces as well. So, you know, he is powerlifting. And yeah, that's his life. And Tish as well, you know, they're both doing it together. Ryan, 375 squat, really good, strong bench, 225, and a 365 dead. My tip there was Will Crozier. He got second. Gus was down a little bit, but you know what? Gus still got his 330 squat. He got a 217.5 bench, and he was just off on the dead. He was finished up with a 260 dead. I thought he'd dead a bit more than that, but again, good to watch. Gus's fleet of troops, you know, at Lifters League, you know, the yellow shirts were out and about, and they were very, very supportive of each other, which was cool. So hats off to you, mate. You and your team, you did yourselves proud there. Will just looked... Will could have jumped on a bodybuilding stage in a couple of weeks, but because he's a good bloke, he's not going to do that. If he was a jerk, he'd bodybuild, but he's not. He's a really cool guy. So I was cheering for him. Lygon Street wouldn't know who Will Crozier is now. They know, because I was fucking, come on, Will. Oh, didn't they look at me funny? Real funny. Dallas won the 140s. Again, look, 780 total. 780 is not a weak number. 140 kilos body weight. I'd expect those numbers to be higher.
I always find that those 75 through to 100 kilo is always just such a great show to watch, just because the numbers that they're putting up there are just incredible.
Yeah. Look, that one, the 140 was probably the more disappointing results for me. That to me, I don't think that is, and it's clearly not up to the same standard and caliber as what we've seen. You know, you've got guys near on a couple of 100 kilos heavier, a weight category down. 100 kilos plus heavier than what the supers were doing.
But I think it's also pointing towards just powerlifting as general is getting leaner. People are getting smarter, they're dropping the weights, keeping less fat on them.
Yep.
Healthier.
I shit you not, someone said Will Crozier was 10%. I'll give you the fucking tip, he wouldn't have been far off. Now you try and tell me that fat moves muscle, that bugger just moved 935 at 114.1 kilos and potentially 10% body fat. Yeah, you've got to be a big fat fuck, don't you?
Yeah.
Pull your fucking heads in. But those categories at the absolute elite and top level are as strong as ever.
Oh, yeah.
Your stock standards in those categories are on their way to an early deathbed. That's my opinion and I'm sticking with it. I don't care if people don't like it. The proof's in the pudding. It's just way behind. Fucking way behind.
I'd like to just go back to the
Hang on.
super heavyweights. If you look down the bottom,
Yep.
you'll see a gentleman, I believe his name was Danny.
Yep.
Look how old he is.
Holy shitballs, he's 16.
Yep. I was blown away by this guy. Obviously, I'd never heard about him before.
Yep.
He came out. I'm like, this guy's putting up some decent numbers.
Hmm.
How old is he? Well, he's 16.
What does he look like?
A giant.
Does he look slender?
He is holding a bit extra, but I'm not sure if that is...
165.7 kilos. I would imagine he's pretty fat.
Yeah. I'm
Now-
trying to be political.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't know. I don't know the kid, right? Going to the Nationals, competed, 16 years old, regardless of anything, a 280 kilo squat, a 180 bench, a 275 dead. Well, he's pushing up towards what my PBs were.
Also, 9 from 9.
And he got 9 from 9. That makes him a good kid. Same as Corey Price. How are you weighing that much at 16 though? Is he an Islander?
Well, look at his surname.
What are you trying to say? That doesn't answer my question. Salam Barrett. Barrett doesn't sound like an Islander's name.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Salam.
Yeah, I thought it must have been some kind of origin like that. I'm not sure where his origin is.
So you know those kids are always bigger and thicker set than what bloody us little albinos are.
Yeah.
We're peasants compared to them. I don't know. I get concerned more so when I see kids that are that young that are that heavy. I just worry for their future. Not in a strength sense, but actually, I'd love to see what this kid can do.
Yeah.
I want him to be alive in 10 years to compete because he could be a fucking freak. So, take care of yourself, young fella. I'm going to be watching you, and I'm going to watch you come through the ranks, and I'm going to watch you break some records. But don't fucking die on me, Jesus. Now, that was the Nationals. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens over the next couple of years with the Nationals going forward. The qualifying standards that Marcos has chosen is fantastic idea. Because like he said, you've got the best competing against the best, and if there's one thing Marcos can do, it's he'll ensure that with those standards, and he can entice people to come to the events, which is great.
And I've heard of events in the US, especially where you've got a Nationals event, but you've got so many competitors that you've got 3-4 stages running. You're just missing out on that atmosphere, having all these different...
I competed in the USPA Nationals in 2014, and there were 3 platforms going at once. And I got lost because I'd never been anywhere that had any more than one platform at a time.
Yeah. Obviously the US has a much larger population than Australia.
Yeah, but their qualifying standards were a category like, what are we? We're going to hit Masters total.
Yeah.
So they were like category 2 top lifter. So, and that's what got you through. So there was like 400,000 people in the comp. Oh, that's good milk, eh?
Good milk.
Chocolate flavoured.
Good choice.
Milk was a good choice. Isn't it, Ron? You haven't said much today, have you, you fucker? Not worth a drop of dog shit today. Got nothing out of you. Go to sleep. So that's my 2 fucking bobs worth about that. What he's doing with the standards, what he's doing with the elite level lifters, throwing in a Pro Raw and a Big Dogs.
And the versus, the head-to-heads.
Yeah, the head-to-heads. Like, some of them are going to be, they're going to be incredible to watch. But if this sport isn't going forward in leaps and bounds, then I don't know what is. And you can see why the numbers are growing and growing and growing. We're looking at going to this year's Perth Cup with potentially a team of 20. Nearly half of those lifters have never competed before. And we seem to be getting a good 5 to 6 new lifters at every competition that we're taking from our gym, let alone the other gyms.
Yeah.
Plus the novice comps that Paul and Dan are running are selling out in less than a day. So powerlifting is booming, and it's because of people like Marcos and what he's putting into the sport. I just hope we never lose sight of grassroots powerlifting as well, that's good while we've got these novice comps, because that helps save that. Because at the end of the day,
90-10 split to go the other way.
No, and you don't want to ever forget that Odell didn't just walk into a gym and do a 400 kilo deadlift.
No.
He's a big strong boy and he probably did 380, but people don't just walk into a gym and do those big PBs that we're seeing. They've got to start somewhere. They've got to be nurtured and guided and coached well, which is, you've got a lot of good coaches now. They've got to eat well and become athletes to reach this standard. So if we can all sort of keep that in mind going forward, just remember where we come from.
And surrounding yourselves with those like-minded people. So.
And you're not all going to be lucky enough to be surrounded by someone like me.
No.
Let's be realistic. There is only one of me, and I feel for you. If you can't get hold of me, I feel for you. But just do what you can. Surround yourself with the second best. That's going to have to do for now. You know what? Question of the week.
Question of the week.
Ready?
Yep.
Does Dan Rucci ever do up his shoelaces?
Ooh.
You know what he said when we were at the Nationals?
What's that?
He was asked, why don't you do shoelaces on? And he said, why would you? They're shoelaces. I don't know if that's what the fuck?
Yeah, maybe
that's why you do them up.
Maybe he's used to wearing his sandals with his toga because of.
Yeah. And do Italians wear togas, or was that Romans?
I don't know. I may have just...
You're racist.
I am. I think.
Sorry about that slur.
Sorry, I do apologise.
Jesus.
I'm not sure what your traditional garb is.
Do you feel like you missed what I just said? The Romans wore togas. Where the fuck's Rome? In Italy. It's the fucking capital, you dickhead. You were dead right. He wasn't even a little bit racist then. He was dead right.
Oh, there might be still slightly racist.
No, it was slightly racist. Yeah, that's racial. So, I can honestly say, hand on heart, I've never seen Daniel with his shoelaces done up.
I'm going to keep my eyes out. Past the cup, I'm going to have to...
Yeah. If anybody has seen him with shoelaces done up and can provide photographic evidence...
We need photographic
evidence. Please let us know. I don't care if it's one of the concrete lines at the front of his house. Get in touch with us and let us know. Now, I reckon next week our caller of the week will try and get hold of Heidi and we can ask her some questions on this.
She's probably got some...
She'll have some knowledge.
She'll have some knowledge.
Yep. So, one more thing we've got to talk about before we go. We found out what the sex toy does.
We did?
Yep. Now, you know how we said that those little tassely bits at the top?
Yep.
Still on our Facebook page if you want to have a look.
Definitely worth it.
I thought they were sort of like on top and in the vag.
Yep.
Turns out they're a clitoris tickler.
The old clit ticker.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And the bullet is your on-off button and that hits the clit. And the other bit that looks like the skipping rope, it is for your cock. So we were so close.
You were so close.
I was.
I still don't quite understand how.
Yeah, but you can control your tension on your hammer with the ropes.
Is that like flossing?
I saw Critter flossing, not like that. He was flossing me at the back in the warm-up room. Yeah, different sort of flossing though, not on his hammer. It was on his arm.
Oh, okay.
He was veiny, looked a bit like a hammer. So, look, there you go. And you know who it was that told me? I'm calling him out.
He seemed to have quite intimate knowledge, I must say.
And he knew like that.
Yeah.
Ricky Longshaw. I don't know what you've got in the cupboard at home, fella, but you knew too quick.
Yeah.
And you had too much detailed information for my liking. I want to know what's going on backstage there.
Maybe he might be the caller of the week next week. See what he's
explain himself.
Yeah, explain himself.
See what else he's got that we can test ride.
That's it.
No one said a sex toy in this week either. Disappointing. Can you think of anything else that we need to talk about tonight, Harry?
I think we've covered most of the things we wanted to cover this week.
We've covered lots. We have covered lots today.
And the main event was always going to be the national recap.
Yeah. Well, you just give us a rundown on what you thought of the Nats.
Well, from home, I was...
That's right, you didn't get to go.
No, I didn't get to go.
It's alright,
but unfortunately I was off sick on Friday, so I was able to sit around watching it all day. And there was a few hiccups with the stream, with audio quality, but otherwise it was non-stop for the 3 days. And yeah, from what I could see through my little screen, it was incredible. The setup that he had there and the people he had working and I'm guessing volunteering throughout the day just gave a top performance.
Well, fuck, that was insightful. Can I tell you one? I've got one gripe.
Yeah.
About the Nats. I don't know why the fuck there was no one behind the deadlifters. One bloke would have been 3 inches from death. He is lifted and fallen backwards, passed out. Mm-hmm. You're unconscious mid-flight. You've got no idea. You can't brace your body. The man operating the jack has moved the jack about a vag hair away from centre. So he's fallen straight back and his head has landed next to the edge of the jack. These were big jacks too. Big, sturdy.
That's all.
Would have hit right out. Now, having a little bit of experience with Krav Maga myself, if I want to put someone to sleep for a long time, that's where I'm punching. You want to get a big piece of steel and hit in the back of the head, completely, all your body weight going with it. I could not believe it. And even then, he didn't have the intensity to go across and see if the bloke was alright. Not that he had to move far, he just had to look forward. Actually got me really angry, I'll be honest, because that was really unsafe. And then, wouldn't you believe it, the next one he moved it out of the way. Fuck, that was average.
Well, I must say, the rest of the spotting I saw throughout the show...
We are so lucky, we've got the best spotter in the world. Spiros.
Yeah.
Oh.
I must say, like, every time I've bombed out on a squat and he's been there to catch me, I felt safe.
And Neil was the side spotter, Neil Fellows. Neil will do a lot of the back spots over here for us, and he said he learned his craft from the master, Spiros. And Spiros is fun, because he's gone off and Kiara's gone out for her first squat, and she said, can you please tell me when I'm in the centre? And he goes, how about you just lift the weight? You know what? Fucking oath, Spiros. That's what I absolutely love about him.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yep. Good dude. Good good people to have in powerlifting, the Markopoulos family. Nana was on the door, getting everybody's money as they went in. Hope Marcos, maybe he didn't take that down to Cass or something. No, he wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that. And he wants me to move to Frankston. And why not?
Why not? You fit right in.
Apparently I fit in. Anyway, we've talked enough shit for one night. I'm going to sign off. Peace. And we'll catch you next week.
Next week for 9 from 9.
9 from 9. Hooroo.